So you mentioned the earnout. That's a good lead into the next question. Normally when there is an earnout associated with a deal, you can expect litigation. Can you speak to your experience and how you manage the process?
First of all, and again, I see a lot of people in the room that have a lot of experience with this. The one thing we decided to do was, it's a smaller amount of money up front, and rather than do a 2-year earnout and think about 2 fiscal years, you get into arguments with every time you draw, a fiscal year line. So we said, let's treat it as a 24-month earnout so that the potential for argument only comes at the very end. Now, having said that, and Kevin, you know the character and quality of people we're dealing with, John Bates and Robin and stuff. The quality of character, we're providing more financial disclosure to the seller, to John Bates and to Robin, than they ever got really from their own from the CFO. So we have a lot of confidence in how the seller has dealt with the financial information that we're providing. We're in a business, like any of you in the service business, we're sort of work in progress, right, is the accounting method. And so everything we've handled to date, we've just drawn a circle and say, there's going to be some things that we may not be able to settle at the end of the 24-month period. And my bet is we're just going to say, let's circle those and let's let them finish. And so that means the earnout might technically go beyond the 2-year period. There's not one thing, not one financial issue we've dealt with yet with the seller, including restatements of the closing day balance sheet, where they've written us a check back, a multi-million-dollar check back on some things that you forecast. You have to have a closing balance sheet. You've got receivables against projects where you're not quite sure where they're going to finish up, or the post-closing adjustments. It was like a 5-minute discussion, and 2 of the minutes were, where do we send the check to? So they've been very, very good to deal with. As a result, that's engendered a lot of fairness on our side, too, in terms of how to look at making sure we get the earnout done properly. We haven't seen a lawyer in 2 years. Haven't seen one.